C-Mobile Work Package 6 Proof of Concept. C-Mobile objectives are to study commercial viability of mobile broadcast services by identifying the needs of multicast broadcast users, network operators, and content providers, and to derive business modules for the emerging market of mobile broadcast. To develop new high-capacity MBMS radio interface technologies, radio resource management, and new topological approaches in the architecture for beyond 3G systems. To provide a concept for integration of a more flexible MBMS architecture into IMS. To specify and implement interactive content formats for MBMS and a secure content management architecture within and in between content provider and mobile operator domain. To validate various innovative technical solutions experimentally or via system-level simulations. As previously mentioned, we have developed a prototype of the user equipment for Nokia's N800 Internet tablet. The user equipment user interface enables users to subscribe to services through a web-based GUI. Subscribed service announcements reach the user equipment through SIP messages. Through the GUI, the user can join an ongoing session. Again, this is done through SIP invite messages. While at the cafe, Manuel, Ralph's friend, joins the sports channel.
Die Tour de France ist das größte Radsportereignis der Welt, trotz aller Skandale.
EPGs are available for all the channels.
Auf meiner Reise durch Frankreich habe ich viele Fans getroffen und für die meisten ist die Tour vor allem eine große Party.
Both users are watching the same channel through IPv6 multicast stream.
Eine Woche noch, dann geht das Rennen und die Party.
In our limited testbed in what relates to RAN, an emulator was developed to produce the same effects as the enhancements proposed inside the project. The demo consists of a notebook running the aforementioned emulator and two Nokia N devices, one with the enhancements and one without the enhancements. As one can see, the legacy user equipment has more drop frames than the C-Mobile enabled equipment. As users move away from the cell, this difference is more noticeable.
Just look into your heart and you will find the answer.
In this next scene, user Bob and Jan are joined by user Rolf, while these were already watching a cultural channel. During the lifetime of the stream, users are presented the option to interact with the real-time scheduling of the interactive TV service. In this case, two options are given. Users can watch a trailer of Cherry Blossom, or they can watch a documentary Beatbox.
The modest Schweiger knows the industry well. He's been regarded as a national sex symbol since his 1994 hit Maybe, Maybe Not. Early in his career, Schweiger took on the dual role of actor and producer, continuing to enjoy success.
Voting is directly casted into Dinos.
Supporting roles, even acting alongside Sylvester Stallone, but he never felt quite at home in Hollywood.
Dino then interacts with the content provider for the correct scheduling of the next content.
Du hast den Kindern Dartpfeile mitgebracht. Toll! Sag mal, bist du ein bisschen Gehirn amputiert oder was? Weißt du, was da passieren kann?
Oh Mann, das sind Kinder und keine Vollidioten!
The content provider schedules Beatbox to play after the current content. Peggy, Ralph, and Bob are in a cafe. They decide to subscribe to some podcasts. Through the user interface, they can choose a podcast from the available services. They choose latest news. Podcast services are treated just like interactive TV. This includes a small EPG, just detailing the contents of each podcast. Podcasts are downloaded into background, depending on the availability of resources in the network. As soon as downloads are completed, a pop-up presents the option to play the content.
This is a download from Deutsche Welle Radio. For more information, visit our website at dw-world.de.
Even though all terminals presented are the same, transcoding capabilities were developed in C-Mobile that enabled several user equipments to be supported and content to be casted in the correct format to each one of the terminals.
Ministers meeting in Brussels remain worried about the future with Russia. Also, an international ban on cluster bombs has moved.
The background download is done using the Flute protocol.
Politicians are trying to find a way to deal with Scientology without running
Flute
afoul of the
is a
country's
unidirectional
post-war
file transfer
constitution.
protocol supported by MBMS and also available in our prototype.
You have Russia on the one side, you have Spain on the other, and you have the debate in the United States. In that case, I think we talk about criminal activities, and we have to follow up on that.
These stories and more coming up in just a few
The
minutes.
CGME
on
tracks
Deutsche Welle
users
Radio
through a
Newsline.
location interface with Iran and is able to locate groups for tentative delivery of content based on user preferences. In the prototype, a Java user interface and a Bluetooth-based location mechanism is used to explain the CGME concept. Upon detection of the three friends in the station, CGME initiates the delivery of some free content provided only to tourists passing by the station. All three friends receive the download. Please note the absence of a subscription to a service. After download, users are presented with the option to accept the content. The content offered is German music, as they are visiting a German city. The user equipment also enables users to share content between each other. Through the GUI, they can post user-generated content. Users are only required to fill in a description.
Two muffins are in the oven. One says to another, "God, it's hot in here." The other one replies, "Oh no, it's a talking muffin."
Upload is done through an HTTP interface. The user-generated content is made available through the same interface as interactive TV and content casting. Any user can subscribe to the service, or, in addition, users can recommend their service to one another. Not only user-generated content can be recommended. Any service can be recommended. For example, your team's goal score can be recommended to all your friends.